My name is Gypsy. I am a hoe. I go on TikTok live. I can make me some dough. I got a baby. I won't show her face unless I need some clout, and then you'll see the sack. I'm just kidding. So, hello. I know it's been a little bit, you guys. I'm really sorry. I was sick. You might be able to still hear it in my voice. I'm still not feeling the greatest, and I'm trying my best. But I really am missing making content, to be honest with you. I mean, I know you guys want content, and I miss making it. And here we are, together again. It's so beautiful. Anyways, so welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. It's me, Babygurl. And we got we got a good one here to talk about again. Now, you guys, tomorrow night's members only live stream. So if you haven't become a member yet, what are you doing over here? It's only $1.99 for everybody. And you get raw me all the time. Wednesday nights. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Also, I made a second channel, you guys. It's a vlog channel. I don't have any content up there yet because when I made it, I just let it sit for a while. I wasn't going to promote it quite yet. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Maybe I should, because I want to start building on that channel, you know? So then I had every intention of getting my first vlog done and everything and on there. And then I got really sick. So then content on there will be coming very soon. I have a video in the workings. And then regularly scheduled content will start appearing on there. So if you want to learn more about your girl, then go watch that channel, because it's going to be me being raw and talking and just showing you what Babygurl's life is all about, if you want to know. I'm just saying. Now, just remember this saying, you guys. Remember, we got to remember to say this every single day. I am so lucky that everything always works out for me. Say it with me. I am so lucky. Everything always works out for me. Put that out into the world with your positive thoughts and your happy thoughts, instead of putting forth all of the hatred and the negativity. You know what I'm saying? Even when we go over Gypsy Rose, you know, we like I do before a Gypsy Rose video, in fact. Some good meditation, you know, I mean, because I'll get so crabby from just watching the stuff that I got to watch in order to make the videos that I make. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit there and watch this disgusting, vile woman a lot. Okay? And it's really hard. Just saying. Fucks with your mental health. And then everything. And then not only do I got to then record the video, then I got to watch the shit again while I am editing the video. So you guys, I get traumatized to bring you content. You understand? I'm kidding. That would be total narcissist. Holy crap. I couldn't say it with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? So did you guys catch the last night's live with Gypsy Rose and Ken reacting to her show, which hang on. And I'm sure you have seen, because people are putting it out there that they showed her face. Now I'm thinking like, oh my God, they showed her face? Like, oh my God. So I was like going through the whole live, and then all that I saw was the profile picture, right? So you get like the side view now of the baby's face. She's keeping people watching this way, if you haven't noticed. But I do have a couple questions. One being, why are you and Ken reacting to your stupid fucking show? I really don't understand why you're doing that. I mean, you were there, you made the show, why the fuck are you watching it together? Like, that just seems totally narcissistic to me. Oh, you gotta watch your show now, just like you watch all of your hate channels and everything too, and you gotta jump in the comments all the time to defend yourself, even though nobody believes a fucking word that comes out of your mouth, Gypsy Rose. When are you going to understand that? And until we reach everybody out there that needs to know the truth of your story, we're not going to stop talking about it. That's the problem. And people are like, oh, stop talking about it. People are like, oh, stop talking about it, and then she won't be relevant anymore. Well, no, that's not the case, because she's got a show, and she's going to do everything she can to stay relevant. If we all ignored her, do you know the amount of unhingedness we would come in contact with from her? Holy fuck. She would go wild, I bet. But it just seems weird. I mean, I wouldn't watch myself. I would be like, I'm not watching myself. I don't even like watching my own videos. And are you actually doing this, Gypsy Rose, with an ulterior motive to get us to stop watching the content about the FOIAs? Could that be part of it?
Blanket.
Want the blanket?
Yeah. Where's your passy? Where's your passy, huh? Where did Daddy put your passy?
It's right here.
Here.
But she don't want it. I tried to give it to her a few times.
Listen, I'm gonna teach you a trick, okay? All right, now. Tap.
See, I don't think she wants it. That's the no face.
All right, now you just tap,
never
tap,
mind.
tap, 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 tap. See?
Oh, you got it.
She's going for it now.
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
She responds better than mommy.
Knees. Baby girl.
Sing baby shark.
Baby shark. I'm not a good singer like Daddy when it keeps. Baby shark. I think she's hungry.
Okay, I'll go make a ball.
Okay, go make a ball.
Because you tried to show her in another live stream, but you didn't quite show enough, I don't think. That really didn't catch anybody's attention. So, you guys, does the baby, like, seem really big at sometimes and then really, really small in other times? What the fuck is going on there? Like, there are some moments we see the baby and she looks 6 months old. Now, you see the baby in the live I just showed you compared to the picture I'm showing you right here. Like, that seems like a completely different child. The cry that the baby does, the little newborn cry, seems accurate for that age, where she's almost 3 months old. Also, don't give her a pacifier. Oh, I always hate that, but I know some babies really need it. The next video, though, is spot on, and this is exactly what I believe, too.
Gypsy Rose accidentally showed her baby on a live stream. And when I say accidentally, I mean it was totally planned. And here she is. Adorable, right? Yeah, and this was totally by accident. I told y'all she was going to accidentally show her, or there's going to be a picture accidentally leaked, and where she's going to be like, oh, well, all these content creators are showing the baby and everybody's seen her, so we are going to share her with you. Because this sweet little baby is what is going to keep GRB in the spotlight. If you do notice, lately she has been showing the back of the baby's head, a lot more side profiles. It's been building up to this accidental exposure of her. So I feel like we're going into phase 2. Phase 1 was her show with Lifetime. Phase 2 now is where the baby accidentally gets shown, which gives her kind of an out from when she said, hey, I'm not going to show the baby. We're going to keep her private. We're not sharing her. And phase 2 also includes another show that is sharing her journey in motherhood and the struggles that come along with having a baby and a kid. There's a show coming, y'all. I call the baby, the whole baby ordeal. The show's next.
And she just wants to be relevant. That's the only thing that is always going to be a constant about Gypsy Rose, is that she does want to stay relevant. She'll figure out any way to stay relevant. She doesn't care what anybody thinks. And also, I know we have not yet seen a breakup on the show, right? This next TikTok I want to show you. There's speculation that Lifetime's actually building up to the breakup now in the show. I would die laughing though if Lifetime like flipped the script and totally exposed Gypsy Rose instead. That'd be great. But you know that won't happen. Maybe they broke up for a short while and like got back together or something like that. Or maybe it was just all fucking made up for the show. And you know who we speculate to be working for Lifetime. So of course she would come out with that just to get us ready to, you know, pumped to watch the show. Now, I mean, I'm just speculating. This part here that I'm going to talk about for a second is just my opinion, you know, for entertainment and educational purposes only. But from the side profile in this picture that I'm going to show you of the baby is just a little bit better of a side profile that I'd gotten off that other picture. And I just want to point out some things about it. Now, the way the nose looks and like how flat it is, like looks like it's like flat and like wide almost. At least that's what I'm speculating by the side profile. So I could be very wrong. Also, the placement of the eyes. I think that Aurora does have the micro-deletion. And I believe that that's probably why Gypsy Rose hasn't yet shown her face. But if you think about it, though, Gypsy had a 50% chance of spreading the chromosomal disorder down to her child. If you watched my last video, I did the video on the fact that Gypsy Rose was like all of a sudden mysteriously talking about the micro-deletion and explaining it kind of and going over some of the symptoms that she suffers from, even though she does suffer from many other ones as well. She just doesn't want to admit them. And doesn't want to admit that the procedures that she had when she was young were because of this micro-deletion. So she's, of course, going to make sure that she jumps ahead of the game to put stuff out there to feed the narrative so that other people don't go ahead and go and research for themselves. So they'll just go off what she's saying because she has it, right? Why would she lie? But I believe she brought it up for a reason. I believe she brought it up to kind of get your mind ready for when she has to tell everyone that the baby has the micro-deletion. Because if you remember correctly as well, in a live stream she was doing, she mentioned that they didn't quite know yet if Aurora had it. That I don't know what they were doing, if they were having testing or whatever. And that she didn't want to have any more children because she was afraid of passing it down, which is a pretty good concern to have. And I believe that she did, Aurora was born with the micro-deletion, and that, of course, scared the crap out of Gypsy Rose because now she probably wholeheartedly believes that every child she births will have the micro-deletion. So, I mean, and then her solution to that is, well, we'll just probably get like a surrogate or do IVF in the future. Just stop. Don't procreate anymore. I mean, is that to set the stage? Is that setting the tone now so that we're ready to hear the news that she's got the micro-deletion? Who knows? She could just leave Aurora out of her content altogether, but she keeps choosing to have her in there so that we see the back of her head or even the side profile. You know what I mean? When we meant by not exploiting your child doesn't mean just not showing her face. It means keeping her off of your videos and out of your content entirely, Gypsy Rose. I mean, make it make sense. But of course, the covert narcissist has to listen up to a certain point and then be like, well, you guys didn't say how far I could go. Oh, it's so stupid to me. I predict we'll find out very soon that Gypsy found out that Aurora does have the micro-deletion. I'm just saying. And she doesn't want to risk more children because somehow she also wanted us to believe, too, that she didn't have any idea that she could pass this down to her baby. And that it was a 50% chance she didn't have a clue. But bitch, you found out about this chromosomal disorder in 2011. So you're telling me that they never once told you that you probably would pass it down to your children if you decided to have children? You just put out there what you want us to believe, and we'll believe what we want to believe because we know you're a liar. That's just the way it's going to go. You're basically as bad as Ash Trevino and whatever. I'm watching this video right now. I'm going to react to it right now. In fact, I'm going to rewind it and I'm going to react to it in this video. I didn't originally have this planned, but I just happened to put TikTok on and I'd seen this video by Flawless Nina. I know you guys, I always say that I don't like her. But with that said, I don't like how she acts. I'm not to say that I don't like her as a person. I don't know her. Okay. But I don't like how she acts on the live when she's speaking to Ken or something like that. When I feel like they would get more out of Ken or anybody else that they speak to on their channel if they didn't have any kind of like ignorance back and forth. Okay. Just make it like cut and dry. There doesn't have to be any like making fun of Ken and all that. So just saying that, I still try to keep up with what's going on. Therefore, I still follow Nina. And I, sometimes watch her content just to find out what's going on. And like I said, it's not to say that I don't like her as a person because I don't know her. But I just don't like how she acts on those lives sometimes. And that really makes me upset. And then also when she tries to make you believe something and all that. But this right here is like, she is, yes, confirming what I've already thought, what we've already speculated. But, I mean, in this video, she's saying that Gypsy Rose doesn't have custody and that she goes for visitation to Ken's house and him and Raina have custody. That's wild. But that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Would put a lot of my own worry at ease for the baby, to be quite honest with you. And also goes to show why she isn't really that great with her. And also confirming the baby's older, just like we were speculating. Or I was anyway. It just makes a whole lot of sense. So let's watch this together, okay?
Ooh, child, the tea is hot. Like, what? This is hot, okay? So this is quite a bit of tea. So just bear with me. Before I say this, I want to say this is all alleged. Gypsy does not have custody, and Ken has supervised custody, with Raina being the one supervising it. She's going back and forth. Okay?
I'm going to turn up the speed.
The baby looks just like Dee Dee. Like, just like Dee Dee.
Good.
The urn actually had been purchased and Morbid and them made arrangements, but allegedly it's still in the closet. Ken and Raina have custody in Metairie. There's a nanny that comes and CPS is involved and they check in. Rod, Christy, and Gypsy have to travel to see the baby. Gypsy has visitation corresponding with parole to see the baby. 2 days a week.
2 days.
That is why Ken was at the grocery store. He was supervising Gypsy with the baby. So she has custody to be a support to Ken, Raina. After parole, custody has to be signed off by the judge. So whoever ends up with the custody after parole, it'll be signed off then. That's Ken's house with the baby and the recliner. That's the reason why she's been trying to make Ken look bad on the show, is because he's the one with custody. And the baby is older. I don't know by how much, but the baby is older and it does have the micro-deletion.
Right, I
Rob
knew
was
it.
recently in town and he went to see the baby. Hence why that picture was posted. And we all know Gypsy only posts when she's trying to prove something that's true.
Right.
Okay. The safety of the baby needs to be pushed, which is true. We know this, right? The baby, if you hold the baby's, like if you take a picture of the baby and you hold Dee Dee up next to each other, twinsies to a T. You know how God works.
I was going to say,
right?
you know, by the side profile, you can kind of see that.
And karma for you is who you end up with. Do you guys remember when you said that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're coming so hard at the creators, because we're working against what they want the public to believe about this whole situation, including Lifetime. Ken does do Uber and DoorDash. allegedly.
I figured.
And she did have the baby for a week after the hospital, but then CPS showed up because of parole. Parole had CPS show up because of her crime. The safety of the children or child is in question. They did find boxed wine and prescription pills.
Why isn't she in jail?
Who knows, child? Because the tea is out anyway. There's one more test for the micro-deletion to be confirmed.
That's why
now,
she
where
brought
they
up.
found the boxed wine and the prescription pills were in the closet. Ken does not like New Orleans, and he doesn't like Louisiana, which I would assume you coming from Dallas, you're not gonna. I can't see you
Right.
like Louisiana. Dallas is very. It's like a cross between East Coast and West Coast vibes. So for someone coming from Dallas to go to New Orleans, I just don't feel like that would be like the ideal situation for someone. I know I personally probably wouldn't love New Orleans to live. And they're concerned he wants to leave the state, which means the baby would leave. I thought this. I never said this, but I did think this.
Ooh, Gypsy, you better play nice.
Now, Ken does not want to be married to Gypsy, but we know that. That's why the therapy trying to find people to define, like to basically prove to Ken why he should want to marry Gypsy. Her career is slowing down, and she's mad that the baby can't be her cash cow. So, child.
Wow. I do gotta say though,
this is not in the court,
you know,
but this is CPS ordered.
Child, I crack up. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. Anyways, you guys, what do you think about all this? This is insane. This is insane. Just when Gypsy thought she had it made, she was pregnant. No, you would have had it made, Gypsy, if you would have stayed your ass with Ryan and had a good marriage with him. And, you know, really changed, gone to therapy, really healed yourself, loved your husband, been a good woman. You would have been so much more appreciated out. But you just keep fucking up left and right. And whatever. Like she said, and like Cardi B says, your karma is who you end up with, bitch. That being said, if you have been here the whole time and you were liking the vibe, please subscribe. Like the video while you're at it because she just loves it, you know. Go visit my second channel, guys. I need you over there so you can learn all about me. I mean, hello, of course you want to know about me. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Please tell me in the comments your thoughts on all of this stuff. You know, that's why I make content, because I want to talk to my friends. God.